Coming up, a COVID alert. New York City is now considered high risk for COVID. Does that mean mask mandates are back?
The clouds move in first. Next up, the showers, timing it out for you through morning.
And want to rock the red hair trend without making a long-term commitment? Well, New York Live is here with how you can get the look this season in a way that's right for you. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to News 4 Now. It's May 18th. And first up, we've got to talk about some serious news because New York City's COVID-19 alert level is now at a high. And now health officials are issuing a new warning. The higher risk level was triggered by a hospitalization rate that's at 10 new admissions per 100,000 people. Now, health officials are strongly urging New Yorkers to wear masks indoors and in public settings. But there's no mask mandate as of right now. In the meantime, the FDA authorized booster shots of Pfizer's vaccine for children ages 5 to 11. The CDC could give the final sign-off Thursday. It would allow children in the age group to get their booster at least 5 months after their second dose. All right, y'all, so obviously the weather is getting nicer, which means that beach season is just around the corner. That said, there's this one mayor of the Jersey Shore area that's issuing a warning to folks heading to the beach. Do not dig up holes. That's because a sand collapse killed an 18-year-old. The mayor of Toms River says 2 siblings from Maine used frisbees to dig a 10-foot hole in the sand on a private beach Tuesday. Levi Caverly and his 17-year-old sister became trapped after the sand collapsed on them. Emergency crews and police tried to dig the 2 out as quickly as they could.
I spoke with a gentleman. He said he was actually digging with his hands for an hour straight and he got the girl out. When he pulled the girl out, he actually said he saw the top of the boy's head deep underneath the sand.
By the time crews were able to reach Levi, it was too late. His sister is expected to be okay. The mayor says recent storms may have impacted the stability of the sand. He warns anyone who decides to dig a large hole at the beach is asking for trouble. All right, so I'm not gonna hold you, but this next story, it's not all that surprising. Either way, rent is so high here in New York that apparently New Yorkers would have to double their salary in order to be able to afford an apartment. That's according to a new report from the city's Department of Housing Preservation and Development. It found that last year, a family would have to earn $110,000 a year to afford an apartment that rents for $2,750 a month. The report says a third of renters are spending more than 50% of their income on rent. And that the vacancy rate for apartments priced below $1,500 a month is less than 1%.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa. Changing conditions as we head into the evening hours. Overall, still pretty pleasant. Temperatures close to 70 around dinner time. We'll stay in the low to mid 60s through 10 o'clock. At this point, it's more cloudy than partly cloudy. And then after midnight, that's when we expect those showers to move on in. So kind of fine tuning that timing. Evening plans are in good shape after midnight through tomorrow morning. Expect those showers. Expect rain enough to slow down the morning commute and getting the kids out at the bus stop perhaps as temperatures dip into the 50s. 56 for the low in the city, pretty close to average. 54 in Poughkeepsie, will be in the mid 50s from Islip and Eastport and down the shore. It'll be another day though, back into the 70s.
Next up, it is not just the name of one of my favorite hit Pixar movies. Many women are actually turning red. Well, their hair is. And so New York Live is here with stylist Jay Jackson to find some fresh ways for you to get the look. Check it out. In case you haven't heard, red hair is trending this season. So today I'm here at Envy by Jahira in Edison, New Jersey to maybe get the look, at least learn more about it. Let's go. Okay, Jay, so I actually love that overnight half of Hollywood just dyed their hair red.
Pretty much.
So who is doing it and why? And why are we loving it?
So, of course, 2 out of however many girls are on Euphoria have done it. We've got Barbie Ferreira, and then we've also got Sydney Sweeney. They've done it very differently, though. Barbie went full red from brunette, and Sydney Sweeney actually went like barely strawberry blonde. She's still blonde, but at her heart, she wants to be a redhead.
And that's, I think, me. So
Right.
I would love to try this. But talk to me about the different ways that you can go red depending on what color your hair is now.
Well, it really depends on what the goal is and how sure you are about going red. So on you, we're gonna do a demi-permanent, and basically what that gives you is 8 weeks of the perfect red that you love, and then no commitment whatsoever. And then on Natalie, we're gonna be taking her from, she's actually pink right now, so we're going full from pink into full-on red, and we're gonna make her sort of like a crimson copper. I'm sort of like feeling that Kendall Jenner switch that happened lately. So that's my goal for her. And then on Genesis, her skin's so beautiful, so we're gonna go for that like red brown, almost like true mahogany brown.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, let's do it.
All right. So right now what I'm doing is I'm applying a demi-permanent gloss, and for Ashley I made it mostly gold and added just a scotch, barely any copper. So it's mostly gonna give us just this really pretty golden blonde.
But a little strawberry-ish,
Yeah, which
right?
will read
Okay.
a little strawberry. So what I did was I added a little bit more of a rose tone to it, but really sheer, so that this way you're still feeling blonde. And then we've got some pops of copper underneath that I popped in. I just didn't want you to feel as though we full on transformed you. I wanted you to feel like a red strawberry rosy version of you. The only thing that I stress is do not try red at home. Make sure you talk to your stylist and make sure you bring all of the photos and all of the information that they would need.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
All right, and finally, just the thought of living in a 10-story walk-up apartment is enough to give any New Yorker chills. Well, unfortunately, that is a harsh reality for folks living in Washington Heights and our subway commuters, all because of a subway problem. News 4's Gus Rosendale is here with the cause of it and why the solution might not be coming anytime soon.
A tougher, longer, steeper commute for subway passengers like Rosario Castellanos.
I don't know how, but the city has to take care of this. This is impossible to be like that.
But the impossible reality here at the Fort Washington and 181st Street stop on the A line, after all three of this Washington Heights station's escalators were suddenly blocked off for replacement work.
I would like to see more information about exactly why it's going to take that long. I'm sure a lot of people in the neighborhood want to know why.
Two of the three escalators were working during the Monday morning commute, but then these signs showed up during the day, telling people all three were immediately off limits, due to be replaced by next February.
They're all connected to the same machines that run the escalator, so unfortunately the only way to properly replace them is to do them all at once.
The MTA is advising that people can use these stairs, but it is obviously not an easy climb. This station is about 120 feet below the surface. So when you include all the steps to get up to the surface, that comes out to about a 10-story climb.
Meantime, the MTA concedes, while we could have done a better job providing more advance notice of the outage, we will work going forward to ensure customers have provided as much information as possible on the availability of 3 elevators at the north end of the station. We checked, and those elevators are working, but using them by inconvenienced passengers means more steps above and below ground.
I need to plan for the future, I guess, and not have large pieces of luggage with me until February 2023.
This escalator project, part of the MTA's ongoing efforts to be considered reliable. In Washington Heights, Gus Rosendale, News 4 New York.
All right, friends, that's it for today's show. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you back here tomorrow on News 4 Now. See ya.